government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
Welcome back to another night of Shtick with Koolfrogg. What a day. Mom goes back to work, gets a great job that she loves all so much, and that gives dad 12-hour days with a tadpole. It's quite a awesome feat to actually be able to do. I did enjoy it so very much, but I'm beat. And I didn't get a chance to actually go through news like I thought I would be able to. So then, because I didn't get able to go through anything, I have nothing for you. but me. But me. Hello, how are you doing? Hey, really seriously, I the lack of time really seriously is a big deal. Hello, Boomer. Good to see you. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're both here, as well as anybody else that decides to show up. I'm gonna try doing something. I'll talk to you guys for probably about a good 20 minutes or whatever. See how many people actually show up. See what kind of audience I can actually drum up before I actually go away. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I had set up another channel that I call City Slayer, and that's me. That's me. I actually set that up to actually play a video game of City Skylines that I do enjoy very, very much. I would like to actually get a couple episodes aired before City Skylines 2 actually does come out. I probably will be one of those that will actually be playing that as well. What's up, Jariah? Good to see you. I really seriously, the lack of ability to actually produce a good show for y'all today is just something that I had zero time. Though I had a little bit of time, the time that I had was too early and it really didn't have a lot of updates for the day. So then by the time I finally got the chance to actually go to the park and do all those wonderful things that I get to do for Tadpole, by the time I got done with all that, got home, made dinner, mom comes home, and it's time for show. So lack of time really takes it to that. So I figured I'd hang out with y'all for the 20 minutes, half hour, whatever, and kind of see what it is that you all had going on today. If there's anything of interest that you think that I should try covering within this short time, I try also say hi to you and Tweety last night. Maybe she was busy. She was around eventually, so I know that Tweety did eventually show up. Good to see you, Lucky Chucky. Glad you're here. So if there's anything of interest that you think that I should have, been able to cover for the day that I just, like I said, had the inability to do, please throw something at me. Clumsy Clairvoyance, gifted membership. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. Looks like that went to Salty Dog 78. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. That's one of my most recent subscribers. Hopefully, they'll actually appreciate that when it actually comes to this weekend, as I do have a couple of shows set up with guests. I do have MLS Law actually showing up for Saturday night. Then I have the Broken Baker with me Sunday noon, Mountain Standard Time. So it should be fun. Should be very interesting to see what happens if it comes out of all that. Everybody's sitting there exchanging pleasantries. Is he salty? I don't know. Is he? It makes me wonder. Is the 78 the year that he was born? Will Salty Dog even know that we actually just gifted that membership to him and will he show up? Memento Mori. Long time no see. Good to see you. If you're a member of the channel, go to the members section and get in the Discord. Yes. You go over to that community tab, get yourself into the Discord. Come join us. You'd be surprised how many people actually sit there. If I go and I look right now, I go look at in the pond, see how many people are sitting at the lily pad. Moose, Divinity, Jimmy, Beautiful, Madcore, Squad Bob, Vicky T. These great, wonderful people that sit around and hang out with us for almost all day, every day. It's one of the most humbling things that actually come out of all of this channel creation. Really, seriously, awesome, wonderful people that actually make it what it is. Really love it. Yes, exactly, Squabble. Aw, thanks, Froggy. Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't be the same without the group of people that actually join me on a regular. And that's not all of them. You get a couple more that will actually swing through and actually, hang out with us on a daily. Puffer P will come through. Shizzy Wisnut comes through. It's very fun. It's very fun. I'm very appreciative. We're watching A Brave New World at the moment, circa 1980. Yes. Okay. I didn't have the ability to actually go in and click at the beginning of the movie, so I'm not watching it with them. They're watching it. Lady Libra says, I'm still here. Awesome. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Like I said, it really just kind of an impromptu, so busy, such an awesome feeling to actually know that I get to actually go back to being the at-home dad, and mom's out working 12-hour days, 3 of them, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays of the week, giving her most of the week off to hang out with us. Really gives me an open window to try doing some different things, as I would almost assume that Thursdays would go to the point where I probably won't have a regular show. I'd probably produce something similar to what you see here. Me, holding down the fort just to talk to everybody that's coming through. As well as I really seriously been trying to actually set up another channel. I set up City Slayer, and basically I'll still call myself Koolfrogg or whatever. And basically what it would come down to is I'll play City Skylines, and I'm gonna continue to play City Skylines until City Skylines 2 comes out, and hopefully I can actually afford to purchase that so I can actually join in the fun adventures of what that would be. It looks like the gameplay is going to be a lot different. So when this particular episode ends in probably about another 20-ish minutes, I'll actually revert this audience to there. When you get there, if you could, go ahead and hit that like button over there. Subscribe to that channel. It's not tied to this one. It has nothing to do with this channel whatsoever. It has its own email. It has its own channel in itself, as opposed to actually being a channel that runs off of the same email address. It is its own thing. So it would be very appreciative if you could actually, when we get to that point, actually doing that. That would be awesome. Keep ending up here, and I don't even follow politics or the news, much so you're like my local news. I try to. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to actually create a show tonight because I just didn't have the time. I'm assuming Thursdays are going to end up being that, as Fridays are already a deal where myself, Divinity, Madcore, Moose, and a handful of others, Beautiful and Vicky T, it was Jimmy YouTube, and a couple others would actually take turns Friday each and every Friday. It goes back to me this Friday. So tomorrow there is a show that's set and ready to go. Saturday, I do have a show that's set and ready to go. Sunday noon, I have a show that's set ready to go. That's Mountain Standard Time. And having MLS Law and then the Broken Baker joining me on Sunday, it really seriously kind of exciting, different, trying to actually create something a little bit more than just me spitting my politics and my views on everything. And making you think that, okay, why is he actually doing this? What is the point behind it? And it's because I enjoy it all so much, and I think it helps to actually bring some clarity to a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to continue to do that. So it's just you might actually catch a little bit of a channel change a little bit, just on a few things when it comes to certain days, like today. Like today, I was so busy. As you look at me, I'm like, I should have taken a shower. I'm just not. I'm so beat and so tired right now because he actually wore me out. Tadpole's got a lot of energy, a lot of energy, and I was able to actually wear him out to a point where he should be laying down here very shortly for Mom, and have no issues actually doing such a thing. Happy barks is. I don't get the whole barking thing. I think it's a little weird. It's cute. She's got that soft voice that gives her just a little bark or whatever, but confused. So confused. See the salty dog today? What? What are you talking about? Salty. Who's salty? Anybody that's salty should actually think about it and actually move on from being salty. Don't be salty. Don't be that way. So nobody had anything that they're like, Koolfrogg actually covered this particular topic tonight. Nothing? Zero things? What's up, Tweety? Late and gay? You are. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, so like I said, I really didn't have the chance to actually go through anything. Let's go hit a couple of the sites that I like to hit all so much. See if there's anything new. Democrat demanded Twitter censor users who criticized her. Oh, okay, great. That's what they should totally do. That they should totally censor us as much as they possibly can. Disney's latest play to indoctrinate children is beyond disgraceful. I mean, haven't they been doing that forever? Is that something really new? Seattle cop unleashes fury on spineless mayor. And resignation letter. I mean, that might be something of interest, I guess. Maybe. I'd have to actually read the article to see if it was even worth it. Hey, bro, how you doing, dear? Good to see you. Like I said, just a lazy day of me being so busy that I didn't get a chance to actually go through and actually do the news that you all appreciate me doing so much. That's what I said, Rose. It's been so long. Hope everything's going well. So what you should really do, though, if you haven't done so, because I see Lady Libra in there, and I see her without membership. Without membership, you're not going to be able to actually see everything that actually the conversation that I'll have with MLS Law or the conversation that I have with Broken Baker, as I actually set those up as being members only streams. You'll be able to watch like the first 20 minutes, but then anything after that is really kind of not going to happen. You know what? I heard about that, that it was faked. I see you, Tweety. When it comes down to it, Madcore said something about it being potentially faked. And I'm like, yep. And that's why when I actually did the little article that I did yesterday, a standalone 8 and almost 9 minute video, on Little Tay that I said it sounded very that I was very skeptical, and it sounded very strange and odd to believe that that was actually a thing at all. I really seriously kind of find it difficult to believe that a 14-year-old staged it by themselves. I'm not saying that she's not intelligent enough to do so, but I'd almost think that there's more people involved in that particular issue. To receive a gifted membership, click the $sign, hit those little buttons to actually activate, gifts, because you just never know when those gifts will actually come through. You get it for free, but somebody else actually paid for it, so kind of a gift, a present to you when it comes down to it. And I'd totally activate those just to be sure. You never know when somebody's going to actually gift one and you'll actually receive such a thing, especially having somebody like MLS Law with me this weekend, and the Broken Baker. To have those with me is going to be something fun to actually see. I totally do. What do we got left? About 15 minutes. About 15 minutes before I'm going to actually revert out of here and go and I'm going to try broadcasting a game and see how well that actually works. I haven't actually broadcasted a game yet. It's something that I haven't really played with to even see how well that will actually go. But I'll still try. I'll attempt. Little Tay. Let's see here. There's potentially saying that it was actually staged. I'm going to actually Google this real quick. I'm glad that I actually grabbed the article that I did that was as skeptical as it was on that particular issue. Lotte is not dead, claims social media was hacked. According to TMZ, is alive after fake death Instagram post. That's something. In a statement provided to TMZ, she said, I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling even to find the right words to say. It's been very traumatizing 24 hours. All day yesterday, I was bombarded with endless heartbreaking and tearful phone calls from loved ones, all while trying to sort out this mess. Lotte's supposed death was announced on August 9th, which is the reason that I actually produced something as fast as I did, as opposed to waiting, because I'm like, let's get on top of that. Let's see what kind of viewership that I can actually get on that particular issue. So then when you actually go and look at channel and get into, let me get into my studio here real quick and actually take a look at that particular episode and see what it actually tells me. It says that, okay, it's monetization still on it. It says I picked up 60 views. That's actually pretty good for a little 8.5 minute video. When it comes down to it, I really, you tag it right, and you do certain things, and you get viewership. You really can actually pick up the viewership if you actually do everything the way they suggest you do it. Now, I don't do everything the way they suggest you do it or whatever. I do it a little different, and I follow different people's standards and stuff when it comes down to it. If you actually look at it, it's like everything that I do has all the same thumbnail, and they say to actually use different thumbnails. I use a different thumbnail for that particular that one in particular when you actually look at it. So those that don't, when you actually look at people like Rekieta, you look at Nick Rekieta's and you actually look at his thumbnails really don't, they do change some, but there's an awful lot of them that just have a basic Rekieta live stream and the data underneath it with his poker chips. a basic standard thumbnail that he uses for the most of it, because it's a pain in the butt. It really is to actually go through and actually create all these thumbnails over. So all this Taylor Swift business stuff. He has 4 of them up. They all have the same exact thumbnail on them. Just to absolutely nothing different between the 4. Absolutely nothing different between the 4. So I mean, and that's where I pick up my ideas to actually do things. I look at everybody else and what they're doing and how they're doing and how it actually, works out. And it's kind of amazing to see how some people can get one thing to work, whereas others need to actually create new thumbnails almost on a nightly basis to get those to actually float, because you get the people to actually do such a thing. Y'all can hit that like button over here if you want. It's okay. It's okay, just because we're just doing a little conversation here. Probably another 10 minutes before I actually stop this. I'm going to actually revert this audience over to City Slayer. That is me. That is me. And I'm going to actually see if I can't actually drum up a different style of audience that will actually kind of come around. But I would appreciate it if you all actually made it over there, and at least hit a subscription button for me, and a like button for the episode, just to kind of start it out, get it drummed up. Even if you don't sit there and watch it the whole time, I get it. Susan Eckstein for a Canadian $10. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to try doing something here different in about less than 10 minutes here. So you will see this actually go away, and we'll go over there. And conversations can be had. I will still talk to you, so still whatever, however you want to do it. You want to actually hold conversation with me, talk to me while I'm actually doing gameplay, I'm fine. I don't care. I don't care what I actually say over the top of the game. Some people might not like it, but others might actually find it kind of interesting, and actually find me interesting enough to actually come into here and actually sub to this channel. So just trying to reach more and more people, just to see if I can't actually get something to actually work. Russia launched a moon expedition. Okay. I mean, who hasn't? Russia's not this isn't the first time that they've gone to space. I don't know if it's the first time that they'd actually have gone to the moon. That's kind of I don't know. It's been done. Good job, Russia. Russia moon mission. Russia's Luna 25 mission launches to the moon an hour ago. Years in the making, will try to put a robotic lander near the moon's south pole. Are they trying to see what's on the dark side of the moon? Is that what they're trying to get at? Russia. Yes, it's all Russia. Russia's been coming after me forever. I don't have anything to do with them. It's not me that's got the money from them. It's Joe. It's all Joe. Joe has his hands in the pot for Russia, as well as Ukraine and China. Russia. I mean, like the EU and Asia, Russia. That could be kind of interesting. That could be interesting. Orange Man, bad voice, yes. Still got to give you the voice. I mean, it's something it's kind of necessary, isn't it? Russians are going to irritate the Decepticons. Yes, they're going to go after the Decepticons. I mean, you can actually kind of maybe look at that, kind of like that's actually something, because, the Autobots were supposed to be the good guys versus the Decepticons, the bad guys. And the way I kind of look at it, and you actually, pay attention to some of it, it kind of really seriously seems as though those Catholic conservative Russians are there. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Kind of interesting to actually think about. About 5 more minutes. Anybody else got anything that they'd like to actually hit me up on before I actually get away from this and actually go play a game? Not that I won't talk to y'all, because I'll still talk to you, but I'm going to actually move us over to that other channel just to see what that's like, to see if I should, if gameplay the way I want to actually play it's going to even work, or if I should actually figure out another way to even play it. I'm sure I'm going to have a couple people being like, why are you playing it the way you're playing it? Read my last comment. What did you say? Did you give me a good typo? There's something I was going to send you the other day that came from my daughter's school portal. One of her assignments, she's in 3rd grade, was going to see your opinion on it. Seemed inappropriate. California is very inappropriate when it comes down to it. They've actually, all the laws that they've actually passed recently, a lot of the stuff that they're actually doing is really scary to actually see how far they've actually gone. And it's very disturbing. Very disturbing to actually see what it is that they've done. PewDiePie type of gaming on YouTube? No, more like City Skylines gameplay. I don't really play too many other types of games. This is just that one. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to see how well it works and see what it will actually do for me, and if it will actually work. I'll send it to. Yes, please do. Yes, send me it. I'll take a glance at it before we actually take out of here if I get a chance to. Whenever you get the chance, we'll do that first. I don't care if I'm starting a few minutes late on the other. It's fine. I'm already going to be late anyway, because that's scheduled for about 10 seconds out. I knew I was going to be late for it, so I'm not that concerned. Late is best, right? Open the browser. Let's see here. Can I share this? Or should I just look at it and not send it? Or not share it? Oh, there's a person's name. Never mind. I won't share it. I'll just read it. So this is good evening, families. We had a very good first day of 3rd grade. Ask your child which letters are the superheroes of the alphabet. Also ask him or her which letters are naughty and when they are together. See if they can find any examples at home. These are a part of the secret stories which will help us with reading, writing, and spelling. Secret stories. I mean, the whole which letters are superheroes and which ones are naughty. I mean, we never used letters that way. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe, but I don't remember ever using letters in that type of form. $1.99 from Mike Hunt says, I'm sending this in behalf of Clumsy. Thank you. Very well appreciated. Um, I remember using like letters as like you're gonna like do something with them. Like you'd be like, um, somebody would swear. They would say, fucking A. You'd be like, nah, fucking B. It's got two holes instead. Or it's never ever was it, oh, there's superheroes and there's naughty letters. What are the naughty letters? LGBTQIA? Are those the naughty letters? Or are they trying to say those are the superhero letters? See, and that's when you actually start actually thinking about all of the stuff that you actually bring up when it comes down to it, and you actually start getting into it and start thinking, like, where are they going with their secret stories? What are they trying to get at when it comes down to it? What's up, Lucky Chucky? What do you mean you don't think you're being seen? Of course you're being seen. Why wouldn't you be seen? My PC wasn't working last night. I don't see anything else that there's a there's a not sure if I'm being seen here, and then it says all right. So that's one of those you might have to actually refresh your own browser or whatever and come back. You might actually find yourself actually struggling with some of that if that's the issue. There's potentiality for that to actually occur. My high school streaming classes for parents. That's cool. That's fun. You can actually sit in with your students to see what the teachers are actually, what kind of wording they're actually using, what they're actually saying to your child, if they're actually getting somewhere. Just them hinting around secret stories is weird. Yeah, and that's why I said secret stories is the first thing that hit me. But then thinking about the superheroes of the alphabet and the naughty ones, which ones are the naughty ones and which ones aren't, and then you start thinking about the letters and the way they're actually used nowadays as opposed to it ever had been, with this whole movement of LGBTQIA whatever 2A plus 3 XYZ. Are they going that far when they're actually talking about these secret stories? Now in California, you have to actually think about it. You have to pay attention to what you're actually saying to your kid and what they're saying to your kid, and if it's okay, for those words to even be used at all. Because some of it, like if your child decides that they want to actually identify as something that they're really not, you can't actually call them out for it, because the law says that if you do, you can actually get fined for doing so, or even have your children taken away from you for not being accepting of their own thoughts and opinions at such a young age. So again, California is so much different than almost every other state because of the way the stuff that Gavin Newsom pushes bills to actually be, like the last one that he pushed, whatever, the disgusting 10-year difference, whatever, as opposed to being, from the age of 14, 10-year difference is okay. So it's like a 14-year-old with a 24-year-old is no, just never should be. So I mean, it was. I feel where you're coming with this on that, Clumsy. I really do. I really hope that things get easier in the future. We're not seriously so concerned about 8-year-olds and what kind of secret stories are being told. It's really kind of disgusting and disturbing. Hey, Mike Hunt, good to see you. So many letters, so many minority groups. Right? And that it thrusts to the forefront and actually make us believe that they're actually something bigger and better than what they really were. It was never something that was actually forced on us ever. Not that we didn't have, trans or any other, lesbians, gays, whatever. They're always been around. It's just that they were never actually forced on us, or children, for that matter. I don't know what to tell you, Clumsy. I hope I brought some clarity to you, or didn't actually take you to the point of being like, I need to get my kid out of here. I've actually always reiterated that you should homeschool your child if you have the abilities to do so. And I get it, not everybody actually gets the ability to do such a thing. If you had the ability to do it, do it. Get your kid out of the crap and keep them from the ridiculousness of disgustingness of what these public schools, indoctrination camps have been forcing on our children. I didn't want to overanalyze it, but it had my antennas up. That would have actually, I would have felt the same. I'm with you on that. I would have actually totally questioned all of it. Almost every single word in it, because I even though I read it to everybody, I still went back and had to reread it to myself twice to actually try getting an understanding on where they were trying to go with it. And it's still, either way, sounded kind of creepy about the secret stories that they're trying to do with superheroes and naughty letters. I mean, who gets to choose which letters are naughty? That's the hard one on that, right? Lady Libra, thank you so much for joining the Frog Army. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All that being said, I think I'm going to actually skip out of here. This channel is actually going to go and revert itself to another channel that's me. And I'm going to actually play a video game for a short bit and see how well that actually takes, and if that actually works at all, if I need to use a different platform to actually do it, as opposed to I'm still using StreamYard as opposed to trying to use like Streamlabs or something. So why naughty and why not villain? I'm with you on that one, Try. That one, the wording is a little weird. The wording's a little weird. This conversation can continue as we actually make our way over there. So again, I'm going to shut this one off. I'm going to actually go over there and play that game for a bit and see how well that actually works out for me. And, continue to talk to me. Totally continue to talk to me. I'll still hold the conversation with you as we actually go through that. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. Share this out to all those places you have to share things to. And, maybe let them know that, hey, Koolfrogg's got another channel. He's going to actually try playing video games. Thank you again to Suzanne, Mike Hunt, Lady Libra, and Clumsy Clairvoyance for gifting a membership as well. I appreciate you all so very, very much. I'll talk to you all later on this channel. We'll be back tomorrow night for a comedy show. It's what I had planned for my Friday nights or whatever it was, the comedy show. I think everybody will be there other than maybe Divinity. She said that she actually had a few things she had to actually take care of and probably won't be there, but everybody else sounds like they haven't told me no yet. So I would assume them to be there. Again, thank you all so very much for being here. Love y'all. Later.